What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Roxy music. And we're returning to Country Life, 1974. And the next track is All I Want Is You. It's a straightforward sentiment, the idea of being singularly focused on a partnership, companionship, romance with another person, and disregarding any and all other ambitions or pursuits or attitudes relative to one's own trajectory, and thus linking oneself to another person in the most fundamental and comprehensive way. So given that their tracks do tend to be expansive, either narratively or painting a visual scene, typically involving both, I don't know how the title phrase and the sentiment behind it will express, but I expect there to be more to it than just that type of attitude. So I'll see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Roxy music. The track is All I Want Is You, and it's from their Country Life album, 1974.
Somebody told me just the other day that you leave me with you. Well, if you knew how it hurt me so, then you change your mind, I'm sure. Don't want to hear what's going on, I don't care what's new. Don't want to know about anything, 'cause all I want is you. Going out with other girls was always such a bore, but since I fell in love with you, I need you more and more. Don't want to know about one-night stands, cut-price souvenirs. All I want is the real thing, and a night that lasts for years. If you ever change your mind, I've a certain cure. I know the flame it lingers on. L'amour toujours, l'amour. Don't want to learn about etiquette from glossy magazines. Why should I try to talk correct like they do in other scenes? Say no more about imagery, you're starting to confuse. Just make an offer of more romance, of course I can't refuse. All I want is you. Ooh, I'm all wrapped up on you.
I'm all hung up on you. I shouldn't assume it's over. So it sort of bleeds into the next tune. I didn't know that, so I do apologize, but we'll come back for that one in the not too distant future. But yes, it sounds like the sentiment suggests the idea of being entirely committed to having not just a one-night stand with someone, but a night that lasts years, a long-term connection. It does sound like maybe the other person is not entirely certain of that, or is not responding with as much clear enthusiasm. It sounds like the other person might be looking somewhere else, but the narrator is nevertheless indicating their singular focus and intended commitment. And yes, really cool sonics once again, a bit of a rock and roll sound, certainly the guitar, also a bit of that, not like progressive rock, but like, I guess some people have said glam rock. Again, it's not a genre that I knew much about, like in terms of sonic details, but It feels like there's more than just rock and roll happening here. Again, we've got some keyboard and then those backing vocals. I like they're saying the title phrase or part of it, all I want, and it sort of factors into the rhythmic run of the tune and the way it offsets against Ferry's lead vocals. And once again, those lead vocals, charismatic as always, that little warble that he has. I don't know how to describe it, but he really has a unique singing style. It's not a voice that you would forget. So yeah, a shorter one. I feel like that was maybe like 3.5 minutes. Excuse me, Luca. Need to check. In fact, not even that. Not even 3 minutes. So definitely on the shorter end of their catalog. There's been tunes of theirs like 6-7 minutes long. This is obviously on the other spectrum, but a lot of energy and dynamic sound packed into those 3 minutes. So yeah, I feel like maybe this one is more straight away lyrically and less, bound up in a multifaceted narrative of different places and history and culture and so on. It may be more direct, but even then, having said that, it feels nuanced. It feels like, again, the attitude expressed is not necessarily reciprocated. I don't think we get, and because it wasn't like if you have a change of mind or a change of heart, I forget what the line was, but that would suggest that their current understanding or attitude, the other person, is not straight away, bound up in the same feeling. So I look forward to hearing what people have to say about this. Once again, big shout out to Seb for sharing the Roxy catalog, and Luca and I will see you next time. Peace.